Hi, everybody. Oh, actually, I don't think I'm live yet. Am I live? Don't think. Yes, I am. Hi. We are going to wait a few seconds. I'm going to put some sunshine on because I feel like I need some. Oh, there's Sonam. Hi, Sonam. I can't wait to chat with you. Let me see if I can do that. Always fun. Electronics. I know more about so many electronics than I ever wish. There we are. We're waiting for Sonam. So, let's see. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How's quarantine life feeling for you?
It's nice. I put on some makeup for you.
Oh, thank you. So did I. I actually even dried my hair, although you can't really see it.
I mean, I can't do much with my hair, but it's nighttime here. So.
I know. But you always look gorgeous with or without any makeup and your normal hair. You just have this smile. Oh, you're wearing an aura ring.
Yes.
I just took mine off and I took off because I took a shower. Are you sleeping really well?
I guess, even though I'm getting like 10,000 steps in and everything, I'm not sleeping that well because I'm way more active than I am right now. So I don't think my body is tired enough. So I sleep like 5.5, 6 hours. So that's why that's why I need to like wear this ring to track.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
See, if I only slept 5 or 6 hours, it would stress me out every day. I would say, oh my God, I need to go back to sleep or like do something crazy. So that's so interesting. I stopped wearing mine because if I slept less than 8 hours, I would get really upset. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing enough for myself. And it would say suboptimal. It must tell you that too.
Yeah,
you need to get more sleep, obviously.
Yeah, so I mean, that's what it's been telling me, that I need to sleep more. So tonight I'm going to take melatonin after I haven't been taking it. So I'm going to take melatonin and try to sleep with it.
Where are you doing your 10,000 steps?
So I have a treadmill. So I do 40 minutes in the morning. And then I do Pilates via FaceTime with my trainer. And then after that, I walk around the house for another like 30 minutes.
I know, it's really getting a little. We just had another 3 weeks added onto our quarantine. So
yeah, same here.
I'd love to know what you're doing. I mean, I love my family, but I'd like to see other family now. And homework and school is just starting right now too. So that's
oh my God.
Not a good thing.
So the thing is, a lot of cooking because. That's what we have to do now because we're too scared to order in, and it's just something for me to do.
Are you a good cook?
I'm pretty good. I can survive.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I'm sure you're a great cook. If you're saying it like that, you must be amazing. I know how humble you are.
No, I can whip some stuff up. Yeah,
like a 10-course meal, just like that.
I'm better at vegetarian food. I can't do non-vegetarian food at all. I'm predominantly vegetarian, so it's easier for me to do that. I can eat somebody else's non-veg food, but like I can't make it.
It's hard for you to do it yourself.
Yeah,
I know. I've seen a lot. You're very active with saying how we should be better with our environment. And, so that's very, very good of you. I wish I believe in all of those things. I unfortunately, if I don't have a little bit of meat protein, I don't have energy. I haven't been able to master. I think in order to be a good vegetarian, you have to really know your food and nutrition well, and your body. Oh no, did I miss you? We're stuck on her beautiful food.
I'm here. I see Doc, are you there?
Okay.
Can you see me?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Cool.
I can see your beautiful face.
I was saying genetically, whatever makes you. I said genetically, whatever you feel like. I feel like genetics has a huge part to play in how you feel with like animal protein and the food you have and dairy and wheat, etc. Like a friend of mine, Brittany, doesn't ever gain weight with pasta because she's got Italian, genetics. And for me, I feel like how much I eat potatoes and rice, and I don't gain weight with that. I gain weight if I have bread.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, similar.
Me too.
Yeah. I think it's a brown people thing: rice and potatoes and
Yeah.
red meat, I think.
So what is your normal routine now in quarantine? Do you have you made yourself a nice little setup so you know, or do you kind of do whatever every day?
So I wake up at around 6:37 in the morning.
Why?
I don't know. I just wake up at that time. It's just like it's like my internal
Amazing.
body clock.
Amazing.
And then I get my work in. Like I wake up, I have hot water and lemon, and I have something called ark jeera, which is basically, I don't know what jeera is called in English. I don't know what jeera is called. We figure out. Does anybody know what jeera is called in English? Maybe somebody's going to tell us what it's called. So jeera pani, I'm going to think of what it's called and I'll tell you. And it's basically to like soothe your stomach in the morning and cleanse it. And then half an hour later, I have a cup of black coffee and with a little bit of chocolate in it.
Cumin,
and
she said. Cumin. It's cumin.
Cumin, yeah. Cumin powder.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And I have like a liter of water with my coffee.
Wow.
Because I can't do without my black coffee. And then I do all my emails and all my reading and everything till around 10 o'clock in the morning. And at 10 a.m. I go to my treadmill and I walk for 45 minutes while watching like some stupid like TV show. Like I'm watching Queer Eye right now.
Is it good? I need
so
your
good. It's such a guilty pleasure. It's so good. I don't want to watch anything intense. I don't want to be on social media reading horrible news. So I'm just watching like nonsense, and it's so good because they're these like 4 gay men, and it's positive, and they're so nice to everybody, and they're giving them like makeovers, and it's like amazing. So I watch that. I laugh and I cry with them. Cute. And then I do a bit of it's cute. And then I do stretching and I do yoga, and then I eat breakfast at 11. And I make my own breakfast. I have like a sourdough toast, and I have like a quarter of an avocado, and I have like an egg with it, or whatever.
Very healthy.
Yeah, trying to be healthy at least, and then I get some more work in, like either reading a script or reading a book or watching something or like figuring out future plans of my businesses, and then I eat lunch with the family, or I make lunch for the family.
And how many family members are you with right now?
So in India, we basically still live with our parents. It's very common practice to live with our parents. So I'm living with my in-laws and my and my brother-in-law and my husband. We all live together. So it's my husband's grandmother, his parents, his brother, me, and Anand. And we all live in our house together, and then we have a few live-in staff with us as well. And it's really nice, I think it's a blessing at this time that in India we encourage like, all family to live together. Yeah, so we all live together, and it's really, really nice. And we all have lunch together at around like 1:30. And, I like to make the food. Anand sometimes helps. He's terrible.
He a good cook?
But he has this like weekly board meeting. Daily board meeting that they're having at 12. And sometimes if it gets done early, he comes, but he does like the rest of the stuff that he's supposed to do, because I chill after lunch because I'm done for the day. Now it's your turn.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you've done a lot. By the time you've had lunch, you've already been up for like 9 hours. You've already had it today.
And then after that, after lunch, I chill. I'm exhausted like for half an hour, 1 hour. And then I love baking. And it's become like a recreational thing for me. So I'm like baking all this stuff. I don't know what's going on with everybody baking, but I'm baking as well. And I promise you, I'm like, every time I bake something, I gain weight.
Some people say when they make food that they don't eat it themselves. The minute I make something, I mean, I can't take any credit for any food. I can cook a little bit. I can cook Persian food, but I just don't enjoy it. It's so much
I love Persian
chopping.
food.
Oh my, I love it. Next time you'll have to come over for Persian food.
Yeah.
But hopefully one day soon. But I just hate the chopping. And then you don't, we eat so quickly, and there's only 4 of us that it's not like we're hanging out for a while.
Yeah.
And start all over. But baking is a different story. I like baking. I like making like anything sweet. I have a sweet tooth. So.
Yeah, me too. I have like a massive sweet tooth, which is not good for my skin, I know.
Have you seen any changes in your skin?
I feel like my tan is completely gone. I don't have any.
You've been indoors. The indoor glow.
Yeah, indoor glow. But I have a little bit of pigmentation, which I feel is fading, but not as quickly as I'd like it to. I've actually taken out some of the stuff that I'm using every day to show you.
So show us what you're using.
So I obviously start with your vitamin C cream that I have with me.
Love
I have only this much left.
I know. Well, don't worry. We'll find a way to get it to you.
I'm so stressed out. You have no idea. And then I use this eye cream, which works really well for my makeup. Yours is over, so I have this left. And you recommended this to me, I think.
Yes, for sunscreen, Ultra MV45. Very good sunscreen.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you're still using that despite the fact that you're inside so much.
Yeah, and then I use a combination of this as a every day, it's like a Chanel thing over it. I know that this already has tint in it, doctor, but then I just use this anyways on top of that.
It's really nice. I actually just bought it too. It's like a CC cream or something.
Yeah,
so it's not a foundation.
Yeah,
but it's a little bit lighter. It's even lighter than a BB cream.
Yeah. And then in the night, after all my cleansing and stuff like that, I posted this is also almost over.
Oh no, we've got to get that to you.
I am so stressed out. My skin.
Don't be stressed out. There's a solution to everything.
And then I use this as well of yours, which I have. Yeah. It's almost over. I don't have your eye cream left. It's almost, so I know you say not to do it, but I've been putting it under my eyes as well.
That's okay. That's okay. You can put anything you put on your face anywhere. Obviously, the skin around the eyes is a little bit more delicate.
Yeah.
Are you doing any at home? Are you creating any of your own masks or any treatments that you think are nice?
I have very sensitive skin, and the only thing that I am using because a lot of my skincare is in London, because London is home actually right now, and I didn't know I was going to be here for such a long time. So this is basically what I carry in my makeup travel bag, and my makeup remover is over. So what I'm using is basically coconut oil to get rid of the makeup, and then I use a cleanser that I found in India at a pharmacy, because none of the other stores are open.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know how harsh it is on my skin, and I don't know what to do about my pigmentation. So you have to tell me, because I don't have.
Well, you're doing very good. You're doing good with the vitamin C and the SPF, and a retinol now, because you're indoors, would be very good.
What kind of retinol?
Well, MZ Skin has one, but if you don't have access to that, I'll give that to you. But if you, I'll set you up with something. But a retinol will help, one, with your pore size, and also with that. Do you use any hair masks? Because your hair is looking really amazing.
So that's something. Thank you. So I combine 5 oils. Okay, it's a bit complicated, guys. Okay, so there's almond oil. Okay, coconut oil. Then we use neem oil. What is neem in English, guys? Is neem?
I think it is. I think I know neem.
Neem, I think so. So it's coconut, almond, neem. I use a little bit of jasmine, so it doesn't smell bad, like jasmine essential oil in it. And I use a little bit of mint as well, like a mint thing on my hair, because it's really hot here. So I combine all of that, and I don't put it on my
at
on
your
my
roots.
scalp. Yeah, on my scalp. I put it from literally like from here to the ends, because if you put, because if I mean, I don't know how others. I have like an oily scalp and I have normal hair. I
You have
don't have
gorgeous
dry
hair.
hair.
No.
Thank you. I have normal hair, so I have like a slightly oilier scalp and like normal hair, and I feel like when I put oil in my hair, I tend to overwash my hair. So I actually don't put oil here. I only put it from here on, and this is a trick my grandmother actually taught me.
And you keep it on for how long?
The overnight.
And do you tie it in like a ponytail or something, or braid it?
I plait it, and then I put a towel on my pillow and sleep. And then
very romantic.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. I've been with Anand for many years now. It's fine. And it's once a week. It's not a big deal.
So you do it every week?
Every week, and this is like a tradition since I was a kid. It's a very Indian thing to do it. Like, and usually a lot of people used to do it every night. And then I wash my hair, and I only shampoo. Like, I only shampoo this part and let the suds go down and wash it, because then you want, and I don't over oil it. Like, it's like one of the worst things to do is over oil your hair. And I shampoo my head twice, and then I condition again. I don't condition all this, I only condition this bit,
the bottom.
Yeah.
And how often do you trim your hair?
How often do I trim my hair? Usually every like 2 or 3 months.
Do you have as much hair stuff that, I mean, because you have so many roles, acting and photo shoots, I imagine your hair and your face gets a lot of, not abuse, but a lot of
abuse. I think abuse is exactly the right word. You have to be so careful, and I have to, I'm like anal about it. I'm like a bit, I like taking care of myself. I think it shows self-love and self-respect when you take care of yourself. I'm not like vain, but I like to take care of myself.
I think that's such an important thing to say. Yeah. Because it's a form of self-respect.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a form of self-respect, and I think taking care of your body, taking care of what you eat, you like, don't take it to an unhealthy level, and you don't have to, but you have to be healthy and you have to feel good about yourself, and so exercising, eating right, taking care of your skin, taking care of your hair is just showing how much you love yourself, actually. So
of course.
Yeah.
And are you working on any are you like, what are you the most excited for when quarantine ends? Professionally, aesthetically, and just in general?
Okay, so professionally, I was supposed to start a film in London in June, July. Hopefully it happens and this quarantine doesn't derail that project. Personally, I just want to meet my family in Bombay. And I haven't seen them in a really, really long time, like my mom and my dad and my sister and like my friends. And I'm dying to get a facial, my nails done, and my hair cut. And
my eyebrows.
I haven't done laser, that, like my legs and stuff. So, and I have to do that. Like, I've decided,
that should be on your #1 to-do list.
That's something that I need to do, because I don't know how to shave my legs. Like, I've never shaved my legs in my life. I've like literally gone online and seen videos on directions. How to shave legs.
Well, at least you have YouTube. I think you can manage that. You can memorize all your scripts. I actually have to give one shout out. And she's listening, and she's got her whole entire friend posse. My friend Dylan in San Jose, because she told me I must mention her name. And
is that your best friend?
It is, yes. So she saw my
Hi.
post.
Hi. She's spoken so much about you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. We have a lot of questions, but I can't understand some of them because they're not in English. But
Sorry. Do you want me to go through it?
some of it says, what do you do with your quarantine? What do you do in the evening? So what time do you go to bed since you're sleeping only 5.5 hours?
So I do Pilates at 6 o'clock. After Pilates, so 6 to 7 I do Pilates, and at 7, usually I eat my dinner from 7 to 8, and 8 o'clock I do another walk from 8 to 9 with the whole family. We walk around the house like crazy people, and then then I just watch something or I read, and I go to sleep by 11:30, 12.
Gosh, they always say that the most successful people are the ones who wake up really early and get that time to themselves. So, every time someone asks me, are you one of those 5 a.m. risers? I'm always like, I'm really sorry, I'm not.
No, I don't.
I wish I could.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Honestly, I don't think that's true, because somebody I really admire, actually, her name is Kapoor. She is like a really young female producer.
Yeah.
And in India, and she's a neighbor of mine, and she produced my last film with my sister. She is a late riser, and she works through the night, and so does my sister. And my sister is extremely successul and way more smarter than me. And so
your modesty is coming through.
No,
your modesty.
I'm telling you, and so is and so is this lady. She's amazing. Like she works through the night, and she's just, there are people who don't wake up, like they're not early risers at all. And I'm sure there's some research which says that people are naturally like morning people.
There is. There's a circadian rhythm. Either you're an early riser, but those people generally go to sleep by 10 p.m. You're not one of them either. you're the mold that broke.
I don't know why. I've always been a light sleeper. Like even when I was a baby, I didn't sleep much. I don't know why that is. Yeah, I don't know.
So a lot of people have asked about pigmentation since you brought it up. There must have been like 10, 15 questions. So I'll speak very quickly about pigmentation. So pigmentation, especially in brown skin, is you have to go to somebody who really knows brown skin, essentially, because pigmentation usually, oh, you're so sweet, is usually from a lot of UV exposure, and sometimes it can be from like hormones or pregnancy, and it's called a pregnancy mask or melasma, which I have a little bit of myself. And so, skincare is obviously the most important prevention. If you can prevent pigmentation from happening, then you're better off. Sunglasses, SPF, and remember, this audience, so many of them are from, Southeast Asia, and there is a lot of sun, and it's very warm, and you sweat, and you need to put it on again. You can use makeup on top of it. Don't think just because it's true, we have a less risk of having some forms of skin cancer. So in that sense, we're lucky, but we still get the pigmentation. And it's harder to treat. So have your skincare with some light acids, like lactic acid, glycolic acid, mandelic acid. Those are all really nice like washes you can find, or exfoliants. Vitamin C, hugely important. You can get them over the counter. You can find them in many, strengths. I recommend starting with about like 5 to 10% and kind of staying there and using it morning and
evening,
night.
Right?
Yeah, because it's such an amazing antioxidant. During the day, it helps prevent damage from happening, and then in the evening, it helps repair and brighten the skin from inside and promote collagen production. So, like, I always say there's like a few ingredients everyone should be on. One is a retinol, which I'm about to talk about, and one is a vitamin C, and the other is SPF. So if you can be on those three, even at a non-prescription strength, you're helping yourself way more than anything else. And then the third thing is the retinol. Now in India, you have to be a little bit more careful because right now it's already so hot. and retinol you use at night, and it helps increase cell turnover. And so what happens is like, imagine your skin is like 7 to 10 cells thick, and every time you create a new skin layer, the old one sloughs off, and you get a little bit of dryness or flaky. I'm actually using quite a lot of it now, and I actually use too much, and I'm a little red there. But basically it creates new skin. It does not thin your skin. It actually makes it thicker in the long run. And then at the same time, every time you have new skin, it's clearer and brighter, and so you have less pigmentation. Of course, you start with this, and then, you know, if you're not breastfeeding and you're not, you know, trying to get pregnant or pregnant, then you can always go on to something more prescription strength. So I always say look for those types of ingredients. Kojic acid. What else is really great? Arbutin. You can also use licorice, vitamin C, retinol, and then hydroquinone is something prescription strength that can be used. And those you have to go to a doctor. You can use a combination of those things that are prescription strength. But
you've
remember,
never prescribed that for me.
Well, because at some point you're going to have a baby. Maybe now. Who knows?
That's what everybody's like. They were like, everybody's going to make babies during quarantine.
I bet you in 9 months there's going to be a lot of new babies born. That's for sure. They always
Isn't
say
it
that
scary though to have kids at this time? You don't know what's going to happen.
You know, but you know, funny enough, somebody, my brother was telling me, I think it was at NYU, they did a study on all the women who came in to deliver their babies, and they found that about like 18 or 19% had COVID and didn't even have any symptoms with it. And so oddly, you know, I think once like the world has more testing, then I think we'll know then, you know, what the percentage is. I mean, I know you're super scared. You know, you've had a little bad experience in the past, and it's very scary. It's very scary for everybody, you know. So
yeah,
you never know. You could just be unlucky. You could be young, healthy, and unlucky. But for the most part, I think what will happen is we'll know that it's not as bad as we think it is. And hopefully we'll have a remedy for it, and if not, a vaccination. So, you know, it is going to happen. It's just, you know, maybe not tomorrow, but hopefully in the upcoming months. And we just have to be more cautious. So, you know, for your films, how many people are on a set generally? Can you tell us what you're filming?
So I'm gonna, when I'm like, usually when I'm filming, it depends on the kind of project I'm doing. If it's a smaller film, then the crew is smaller. Maximum, the minimum a crew can be is like 50 people. Like on a I think I'm like looking at it, maximum can be 250, 300 people, wow, like crew. And that's not like including junior artists and, you know, secondary cast. Like, you know, it can be like huge. It can go up to like thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah.
So I mean, it depends. Like 1 year I did a film called Nija, which is a small film. It was like 250 people on the unit, including the cast and everybody. And I was also doing a film called Prem Ratan Dhan Payo, and at one day we had like 1,500 people on the set.
Wow.
So it depends on the project. Right now, this film that I'm going to be shooting in London will have very few people on set. We don't know what the future holds and how we'll be filming and stuff like that. So all that is, you know, that's all up for discussion right now.
I'm so scared about that. There's nothing to be able to watch next year. I mean, well, you know, like I'm actually genuinely very upset. I mean, my husband and I were such like Netflix. I mean, we watch so much. So much content. Of everything. Yes, so much content. You know, so he's a movie buff. I had noticed my daughter is becoming a movie buff. She like starts reciting, you know, lines out of a TV series or a movie, which is so adorable. But we were thinking, oh my God, if they don't start filming soon, we're not going to have any, like, there's not going to be any music.
So it's been like we've been in this lockdown for like, what, a month or so? So I'm pretty sure things that usually we film like a year in advance, like a lot of people film like year and a half in advance. So I think a lot of things will be coming out this year. So that's not a problem. It's just like a month and 2 months. These 2 months, there won't be that much filming.
No.
And maybe June, July, people will start filming again.
And
So
how long does it take for you to, like, your new project? How much time filming?
so again, it depends. Like the smallest, the least amount of days I've taken in a film is like 20 days, the whole film.
Wow.
And the most amount of days I've done is 220 days in a year.
That's, wow.
Yeah.
That was for one movie?
Yeah, for one movie, because then it's like there's like dance and there's action, and we do like 4 or 5 shots a day, and that takes a while.
And I always wondered, how do you memorize all those lines? Like, were you always that memory person, or is it like a skill you learned?
No, I don't know.
I mean, I know you learned it from your family too. You're all
yeah. Oh yeah. No, I think my memory's always been good. But there are some actors who can't remember things.
And then how do they learn?
So, the best way to learn is walk and learn, like recite your lines, like read and walk. And like there's a rhythm. So you remember it like that. So that's what like one of my like co-stars does. And my dad like shouts his lines out.
So all day long you hear?
Yeah, that's what he does. I can read something and remember it usually.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's that, and like a lot of my co-stars can, like Karina, Ranbir, like 85% of my co-stars, they can like read a page once or twice and remember the lines.
That's amazing.
So that's how like auditions and like I'm really bad at auditions, but the one thing I always
why would you need to? You still have to. I mean, I can't even believe you would still have to audition.
I mean, like sometimes you still. I mean, sometimes you still have to. Like no, it doesn't.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I suck at them. Even though my first 3 films I got through audition, I was like I'm never
Obviously
gonna get
not
them.
that bad.
So bad at audition.
Obviously not that bad.
No, not that bad.
Again, your humility comes through.
No, but I was like, it's trauma. Auditioning is one of the most traumatic things ever, because you're being judged.
Yeah, of course.
Very hard. I think that's hard. You're there, and you're being judged, and you're performing for someone, and so I suck at auditioning. I hate it.
And do you ever do live performances, like?
I mean, when you're acting, you're basically live. You're
for everybody there, but not for like a
audience, like an audience. In high school was the last time I did that. I haven't done that, because I like acting in film, actually, because it's a very different kind of acting. I feel, I don't know, like I'm not a, I don't know. I feel it's very different, acting in film and acting in theater.
Yeah, of course.
Acting in film is a little more subtle and a little more precise and a little more internal. Acting in theater is a little more theatrical.
Yeah.
And louder, and it takes a different kind of skill. It's a completely different skill, and I enjoy acting I find there's a romance acting in,
I can see that. Yes. It's like, I can see the romance. We've had a lot of questions on your makeup. What do you love for makeup?
I love makeup. I love makeup.
Yes, you do.
I really like.
Although you don't wear much. I mean, like you wear them for your beauty shots, your shoots and things. But you're actually always very natural whenever I see.
I prefer that. I don't like this whole like very heavy makeup. Like I don't agree with it. Especially for our skin tone, I feel like when you wear heavy makeup, it kind of like it always like looks cakey. I don't know why.
It's heavy. It can age you a little bit sometimes.
It ages you, and why would you like But I do a lot of correction. I think that's if you correct your skin, then you don't need to put that much foundation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I use a corrector, which is like a peach tinted corrector.
You use it where? Everywhere, or around like?
No, so I do it under my eye. I do it here.
Okay.
Okay. Here. And wherever I have brown spots.
Okay.
So
which are not
if
that
I have
many.
now I do have some brown spots, and I've covered them up And then after that, no, but first I do my skincare, including this, and then I do the corrector, and then after I've like really blended my corrector in, and that's when I put in my concealer, and then I powder my face. I don't over powder my face because again, I'm not like a big fan of that. And then
because you're not so dewy then. You get more dry.
No, so I like this like little sheen on the skin, and I love blush. Like I think it's so
I do
pretty.
too. I love blush too.
I love it. I love the peach.
Which blush do you use?
It depends. Like right now, I'm using Tom Ford.
I like Tom Ford's blusher, and I like his. Well, you don't need a bronzer, but I really like his bronzer. I use that all the time.
Yeah, so I've used a little bit of bronzer here.
Oh, okay. And
so
who do you like using for?
Tom Ford. I use Tom Ford bronzer again. I've worn a lipstick by Charlotte Tilbury. I think it's called Pillow Talk, if I'm not mistaken.
I know that one. I have that one too. It's like a natural. I'm not wearing it now, but it's like a very natural.
It's basically the same lip color as my lip color, and then I wear Charlotte Tilbury around my eyes. The same pencil you and I, we both use that pencil.
Yes, we love this pencil. I don't know what it's called. It's like an eyeshadow pencil.
Yeah, it's like an eyeshadow. It's like a fat pencil, and it's just like the easiest thing. And guys, don't judge me, but I use MAC inside my eyes for kajal. I know it's like everybody is like not good for you, but that's the only thing that I kind of get.
You like that, yeah.
Yeah, and mascara, I use Laura Mercier, and I never fill in my eyebrows.
Yeah, you have great eyebrows. You never overpluck them, that's why.
No, I never did that. My mom didn't let me actually, because she'd overpluck them when she was younger, and she was like, I ruined my eyebrows, they never grew back. So don't do that. Yeah, so I've never plucked this bit. I do the center, which isn't done right now, and I just clean that up a little bit, which I haven't done either.
I know. Well, I tried to, but then I even cut my eyebrows. But
did you do that? Was it okay?
You know what? My eyebrows are so thick. I mean, I am so Middle Eastern with my eyebrows. My husband used to call them fur balls.
Oh, no,
because I wasn't allowed. Like when I started dating him, I only did in between my eyebrows because I wasn't really allowed to do anything else. And then he's like, "Why don't you do something?" And then I didn't go to the right person, and they became so thin. They were like pencil thin, and then I grew them out. But they used to like go in little fur ball. I mean, horrendous, terrible. Anyway.
No, I like little furry eyebrows. I think they look cool.
Well, I think right now they're very chic too. I mean, like people are trying to make their eyebrows furry, and you know.
But I think this is like a very like brown Indian Middle Eastern thing to have this like little arched dark eyebrow. I think it's just naturally.
Yeah, it's part of the genetics. It looks.
Genetics, yeah.
It does. I mean, big dark eyes with the nice eyebrows is really sort of that look, and the nice hair.
Yeah,
it's all. You've got it all. You've got it all. And so, what are you doing? And what are you doing in quarantine for clothing? Have you been shopping?
No, I haven't been. I don't know. I don't feel like it. Like I don't know. I mean,
what have you been doing?
I've been reading. I've been watching stuff. I have been working on a couple of things, and you know, we have a couple of businesses. I have this brand called Bhane with my husband, and we have a lot of stray animals in India. And because of we've had the strictest lockdown in the world in India because of the amount of people we have in our country, and the government has done a pretty good job of it. And but these stray animals used to get fed by like people, like kind people, good Samaritans who used to be on the roads, and now they didn't have, people weren't feeding them anymore, so they were starving. So we decided to sell, like give 100% of whatever we sell from our store at Bhane, like online store.
That's
100% of all the proceeds to you know, to animal shelters and animal people who like help animals.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So Friendico is one NGO, and then there's another NGO in Bombay that we give the money to, like 100% of our proceeds of all the sales for the next till this lockdown goes to them, so that these animals can get fed, because everybody can look after human beings, but like people, like animals,
they get neglected. Yeah, they get neglected, especially if they're out on the streets and there's there's scavengers too. If there's no one on the streets, there's nothing for them to eat.
Yeah, there's nothing for them to eat. So that's what we're doing.
Oh, that's really kind.
Yeah.
That's really, really kind. I mean, I think that the one thing that I think COVID has done for the world is that it's made people, I mean, not that you were not like this before, because I know you're very caring just in general, but like I think it brings out the best in people too. Like the way that, you're doing your part for the animals, somebody else is doing their part for the elderly, somebody, like everyone feels like a little obligation to do whatever little bit they can, which I think is really beautiful.
I also think that it's a reset button that's been hit. We need to see what we're doing to our environment and how we're damaging the environment in a way which is like not okay. And I feel like this will keep happening till we don't like fix what we've made wrong. Yeah. The system. I think we need to fix it. This is like, my husband says, he's like, if we don't fix what we've like done wrong, nature will keep doing this to us over and over again.
Of course. I haven't actually driven a car in over a month. I mean, it's, and I walk everywhere now. I have time to walk everywhere, which I never did before. I support all my local merchants, like before I used to order, I mean, I still order quite a lot online because it's, like.
It's easier.
Yeah, for big item things. And I'm lucky I'm in London, so I have the ability to have deliveries and things like that.
Yeah.
But I love that people are going to the local, produce store and, and they're being civilized. No one's angry that they have 10 people in line and you're waiting 6 feet apart from each other to get in. So, or like you see somebody who's older and, like you help them. I mean, I just think I say hello to people a lot more than I did before. I grew up in America, and so in the States, everybody where I was used to say hello. You'd walk down the street and say, hi.
Not London.
No, not London at all. And, but now people are doing that in London. So I think like there's some things of humanity that have come back, and I hope we don't lose that quite as quickly as
I don't think so. I think this is like life changing. It's going to be before and after COVID.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. I hope we all find the good out of it too. Are you watching news? I actually don't watch the news anymore.
I can't like watch like stupid politicians making decisions for us which aren't right for us, and
I know.
I just don't know how to make it like I feel out of control, and then I don't want to say something stupid on social media about them. So I'm just like avoiding stuff. I'm pretty proud of the way India is handling things.
They've done amazing.
Yeah, they've done a great job, and kudos to the government. But everywhere else, like, people are being stupid. That's why from London, we came back from London, Anand and I, because we were just like, what's going on? And we came to India. But I feel like I can't watch the news. There's a lot of bad news that's going around, and it stresses me out. So I'm not.
Me too. The television now, I don't even know what's going on. I don't want to know, because every time I would feel like a palpitation in my heart.
Yeah.
I guess like people who are used to being in control, like you said, this is, I mean, you can't do anything. You feel a little bit helpless. And I mean, in order to relax, I've started taking a nightly bath, and I'm so in heaven. I never took a bath before. I never had time to take a bath. I take a book and I read in the bath. I mean, I have to say, now I understand why everybody says, oh my God, a bath is so amazing.
I don't like taking baths.
You know what? You were like me. I lived in my house right now for 11 years. This is the first time that I religiously every night take a bath.
I broke my bathtub. Like, I didn't want it. I wanted like extra space in the bathroom. I was like, I don't want a bathtub. I was like, I don't want this.
Yeah, I got rid of it. Oh my gosh.
I was
Okay,
like,
so you need to, it's life changing, even if it's for like 10 minutes. My partner on the guinea pig, she always she says that she makes all her major life decisions in the bath. And I was like, you're a little bit odd, you know, like I said it like jokingly to her. And then I started taking a bath and I was like, my muscles feel better. I like can sleep a little bit better. I mean, it's really nice.
I like running and thinking about things.
Well, running
But
is great too.
I'm gonna think about it. Don't have a bathtub right now because I got rid of it. But because I don't get it, you can't have a shower in a bathtub. Like I find that a little stressful and scary. I want to
because it's slippy and slimy.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So we don't have that. We don't have that anymore.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, but I wish I
run for relaxation. I wish I liked to run. Just remember
having a massage.
Oh, that's good. But who's giving you a massage?
Nobody. I said I want one. That's what I want. My husband gives me a foot massage sometimes.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, like he does. He like comes and presses my legs and my feet like a lot of the times, and he's very sweet like that. He presses my feet and he presses my shoulders, and he's really sweet like that. And he like walks with me whenever I want to walk, and you know, Anand, he's so nice. He's like the nicest person.
You guys are the nicest, cutest little couple ever. I mean, I see you on your Instagram in bed hanging out and like, you know, cutting each other's hair. Well, you were cutting his hair.
Oh my God!
You know,
he was cutting my hair ever.
I know. But you did well. You styled it. You did everything. Very sweet. Very sweet.
Yeah. But I can't wait to see you, Dr. Maryam, again. Please, can you figure out how you can send me your stuff?
I'm going to figure it out now. We'll get you some stuff. It'll be SOS. Essentials. Yes, these are essential skincare products. Oh, you've frozen. Let's see. Uh-oh. I love that you froze on such a beautiful smile, but let's see if I can get you back. We were about to say goodbye anyway, but let's see. Oh, she left. Let's see if we can get her back on. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining. I'm very happy you could join us on this. Is it Friday? I don't even know what day of the week it is. And I'm going to see if I can get on just to say goodbye properly to Sonam, so that you can get on to your weekend. Whoops. No. I'm not very good at this. Go live. There we go. I'm going to send a request to her just to say goodbye. But oh, Sonam sent me a request.
Hi, my Wi-Fi died.
It's okay. You're crashing the system, you know. But I wanted to say thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I hope you have a very safe and healthy quarantine, and I hope you can come back here soon. And don't worry, we're going to get you some MZ skin.
I want London summer. I'm going to come back, and I'm going to see you soon. Bye.
I can't wait. Bye.